Dividing with monomials. In this lesson, we're going to see how we can divide different types of polynomials by monomials. In this first example here, we have a monomial divided by another monomial. So we have the 8x to the fifth power divided by 2x squared. Oftentimes it's helpful to set up division as a fraction. So we can set up this same problem taking the first monomial there, 8x to the fifth, make that the numerator of our fraction, and then divide by the 2x squared, putting that as the denominator of the fraction. Now we can just simplify this fraction. First we look at the coefficients, which are just the numbers. So we can simplify 8 divided by 2, which gives us 4. And then we go to our variables. X to the fifth power divided by x squared is x to the third power. So our final answer is 4x cubed. In this next example, we're dividing a trinomial by a monomial. It's already set up as a fraction for us, but we're going to take this one fraction and separate it into 3 smaller fractions. So the trinomial that we have in the numerator, each of those terms will become the numerator of its own fraction. So we'll set it up like this. And then the 3x squared, that's written as the denominator, will become the denominator of each of those 3 fractions. And now we can simplify these 3 fractions. Okay, so we'll get 3x cubed minus 5x squared plus 2. And that's our final answer. And now it's your turn to try. Find the quotient of these 2 polynomials, and if you need more time, you can pause the video, then we'll check your answer together. Okay, now let's see how you did. In this problem, we're dividing a binomial by a monomial. So the monomial there is negative x cubed. We don't have a number written there as a coefficient, and you can leave it just like that if you're comfortable without seeing a number there. But if you would rather see a number, you can always add a 1 as the coefficient. So we would treat that as a negative 1x cubed. Okay, now our next step is to take this fraction and split it into 2 separate fractions. Each term in the binomial will become the numerator of its own fraction, and then we add the negative 1x cubed as the denominator of both fractions. Okay, now we can simplify them. We'll end up with negative 4x squared plus negative 10x. Now you can leave this answer just like this, it's perfectly fine. However, if you see plus and then a negative term followed by it, you can change that to subtraction. So we can also write this answer as negative 4x squared minus 10x. Either way, they both represent the same answer. Okay, and we're all set. You just learned how to divide with monomials. Great job.